Hello and hello. Today I'm doing it quick so that we have lots and lots of things to talk about today. Lots and lots of things. Class prefect of YouTube head deputy is Kofi Agor. If you want to join our Telegram group or our WhatsApp group, try and contact Kofi Agor. Kofi Agor on YouTube, and he's going to send the link to you for you to join the Telegram and the WhatsApp group. If you want to be part of the Telegram and WhatsApp group, try and talk to Kofi Agor. He the Telegram and WhatsApp group. So, Sandra Hetika, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great, Sandra. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning. Yes, Blinks Papa. He's saying hi to Sandra. Alan says bless. Blink Papa is back again. Who is here? Saki Nathaniel. Good afternoon, watching live from Massachusetts. Thank you very much, sir. Who is here again on YouTube? Nana Kofi is also here on YouTube watching us live. In fact, if you want to watch us on YouTube, look for With All Due Respect. With all due respect, that is the platform we're streaming on YouTube right now. Adadi Susie, Ike Laser is also here. Hajia G, no Bagawaya. Hajia, no Bagawaya. We see Dekpe George is represented live on Loud Silence Radio and TV on YouTube. Muda Malik says hi, KT. Thank you very much, Muda. Hadi Sako. Mr. Kevin, thank you. Thank you very much, my friend. Abdul Mumun Yusuf is also here. Charles Senior is representing live. Antoinette Kuleke. Antoinette, a president who addresses the citizens in a recorded broadcast when the audience are asleep, is that one to a president? Let's kick these people out. Thank you very much. Antoinette Kuleku just sent that messaging. Charles Senior is also here. Richard Techi Mensa. Richard Techimens, say hi, Kevin. Welcome back to your show tonight. We are all good and proud of you. Thank you very much, Richard. Wisdom Salasi is also live here on Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Ken Pepe Kalio is here. Ken, how are you doing, sir? Ken Pepe, who is Abdul Mumun is back again. Good, bad. Yes, people are making up names on YouTube. Oh, hey, people, they make names. Okay, Do Nicholas, I would like to say hello to Kwansma SM. Kwansma SM. How are you doing, Kwansma SM? I know you're doing great. Charles Senior is also watching us live on YouTube. So that's it. The family, yes. Willie Kwa is watching us from Germany. Willie Kwa, how are you doing? Let me refresh this Facebook page. It's gathering momentum too much. I think something just went on. Producer, if everything is fine, let me know. My Facebook page, the restream, I need to know what's happening. I'm not getting the feed again. Producer, I'm not getting the feed. If something went wrong, let me know. Okay, so yeah. So it looks like restream is frozen. Let's see if I'm going to get everything back. But hey, yes, we're still live here on Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Yeah, it's back again. Facebook, guys, I'm going to say hello once in a while as I keep going. Bernard Ganyovi is watching us live on Loud Silence Radio TV Network on Facebook. Insia Omabo is here. JB, keep it up, JB. Thank you very much, my friend. Ponyo Felix Kweku is also live here on Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. No Bagawaya. This is the family. I'm so excited to have you guys here. Bernard Ganyovi, you are home. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Somebody saying congratulations. Okay, Zion Train Mohammed is also here. Nicodemus is watching you live from Accra. How are you guys doing, Accra? Do you have lights? Alice Mensa, Zukinen Shaibu, Yusifatu, Apudu Salifu. Then let's see on YouTube a few hellos. Then we can start the show in the next minute. Yes, in the next minute. Andy Kobina, bro, fire them well. Thank you very much, Andy. With all due respect, is there. Blinks Papa, kindly send the link. So, Kofi Agor, people are saying that try and send them the link on YouTube for them to follow, to be part of the WhatsApp group and the Telegram group. That is where you get exclusive information. We're going to send you videos and all that, and you have you see there they have very, very, very matured conversations about Ghana and everything happening. And it's going to get to a point whereby I'll always have a live interaction with you guys. Yes, we're trying to put everything together. I'm going to be having a live interaction with you guys before even the show comes on. So it's going to be very interactive on Telegram, and also on WhatsApp. So if you're not part of it, try and get Kofi Agor to link you and send you the WhatsApp link so that you can be part of the family. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the show. You have to tell a friend to tell a friend. Fred Amuvuzu of Ghana Agenda. Ghana Agenda will be streaming very soon on Loud Silence Radio and TV. Very, very soon. Ghana Agenda, they are putting their stuff together. I know in the next week or so, or maybe coming Sunday, you might see Ghana Agenda live on Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. So let's do social media now. Yeah, today we have lots and lots of things to talk about. No Bagawaya, we're not playing today. Okay, our first social media story. Let's see this. Okay, producer, we can do the social media now. Yeah. So This is our first social media story, and it says that it was reported by Daily Post. I say Mahama flattens NPP Gabi. I think he's talking about a psychosis issue. Okay, that's not our attention today. It's about a statement coming from the National House of Chiefs. I would like to say good evening to the President of the National House of Chiefs, Tugbe Afedi, and the Vice President of the National House of Chiefs, Nana Ewusi. Good evening, gentlemen. I hope you guys are doing great. I respect your job and I respect you guys very much. This is coming from the National House of Chiefs. They say it's naive to think you've unbridled or unbridled. Hey, however you want to say it's power. It's naive to think you have unbridled or unbridled power. And that statement was coming from the National House of Chiefs to the EC. So over the weekend, the EC wrote a letter, I think last week, something like that, about their dissatisfaction about how the EC is making the whole country so tensed up. These men are the National House of Chiefs. They are the people between government and the locals. If you have to understand that without the chiefs, without the local chiefs, we have no government, because they are the people the people down there. When I say the people down there, the people in the villages, in the hinterlands and all that, listen to, because they are the traditional leaders. They actually understand the system more than those people wearing suits up there. So if they come out to bring a statement out and say that, you know what you are doing as the EC or the AC boss, Jane Mensah, is putting so much tension in the system, then you have to understand. I remember the House of Chiefs, the National House of Chiefs, called Jane Mensah to just come have a dialogue with them about how they are putting things together to prevent all these kind of misunderstanding between the EC and IPAC and whatever. Jane Mensah shunned them. She actually did not even respond to the National House of Chiefs. So that is the gravity of the disrespect Jane Mensah has for the Chiefs. But today they have sent an emphatic statement, and in the statement they said that they expect every Ghanaian who has sound mind to be registered, because no Ghanaian should be disenfranchised. These are direct statements coming from the House of Chiefs, and we need to understand that. And you see, this is what I like. Most of the time I tell people, if you do the right thing, I'm going to say something good about you. And I really respect the National House of Chiefs for this move they made. Yes, they have written a letter. They've made it clear that the EC has to understand that every Ghanaian of sound mind over 18 years should vote. That is a must. You can't disenfranchise anybody else, because it is their right. So if they're calling the EC to come to have a conversation, maybe we could even solve this problem from the local level. But hey, this woman with all the Cambodian wig thinks that the only person she should listen to or bow to and lick the butt is the president. So she ignored the National House of Chiefs. But hey, these men are not perturbed. They are still pushing on, and their statement makes lots of sense. So we'll be seeing what happens after this. They have actually sent their statement out. The next social media story is simple. Ashanti region, Ghana, it was reported by citynewsroom.com, and it's Ashanti region, Ghana Medical Association justifies Nurse Association's refusal to use cloth face mask for clinical activities. In fact, when I saw this story, right, I felt very bad, because every time the president comes to speak, he talks about the number of PPE, 67,000, 340,000 nose masks, 560,000 gloves, 340. I don't know if it's just politics or what, but every single day we get nurses and doctors coming out. They never receive any of this PPE. We were here when the health minister came out to tell Ghanaians that these nurses, these frontline workers putting their life at risk, are the ones stealing the PPEs. Listen to such a statement, such a reckless statement from the health minister, that these nurses, they are the ones stealing, and the president comes on TV, national television, prime time, recorded behind the camera, and tells her that 600,000 nose masks has been distributed, 400,000. And the funny thing is, do you know where all these nose masks are? They have given it to the EC. In the weeks to come, I'm going to break a scandal about the people who got that contract to give the EC nose mask, and also they have subcontracted the whole thing. I don't know what to say, but I'm going to expose some people using this as a business hub. Yes, there are some people doing crazy business. All the PPEs that Ghana got from China, from America, I think John Mahama alone, as the NDC presidential candidate, has distributed more PPEs than even this government. And it's a fact. It is a fact. And it doesn't make sense. And nurses are using cloth face mask. Cloth face mask. Some are not even, have not been medically tested. And they are resisting it. But the president yesterday was on TV telling Ghanaians that 500,000 nose masks, 400,000 gloves, 300,000 boots. He's just throwing words around because he thinks we are fools. That is the same thing every time these politicians, especially this president, does. He comes, he cooks figures, he comes to lie, and he walks away, and nobody talks about it. Instead of the journalists coming together to ask questions, to make the president uncomfortable to answer questions, they are sitting at Asempa after smoking their lizard shit. They go to base and they give them lizard shit plus a champonfi, and they think it's weed. They smoke and come and talk now. I'll respond in a very decent manner for people to understand who is a journalist and who is a madman. So let's keep going. So this is it. Nurses today are being given cloth, and they are not going to take it because it can protect them. It can protect their lives. That is the issue. It can protect their lives. And the president is sitting here telling everybody that 500,000 for. We're going to come to that today. Time no day. Time no day for Baba. Time no day at all. Let's keep on going. We're doing social media now. Let's see. Oh yes, we just did this, producer. Thank you very much, producer. So you have to understand that today petrol prices were increased 3 pesos all around. The National Petroleum Authority released a statement, and you can see the figures there. Yeah, my fellow Ghanaians, it's getting to that point where people have to understand that you are no fools anymore. Sometimes people want to compare what is happening to America to Ghana, and you see, people are fighting for their right. People are fighting economic. You see, what is happening in America has happened several times. This is not the first time, but you do know why today it is so serious. Do you know why it's escalating? It is because majority of the people on the street today don't have jobs. They've lost their jobs because of COVID-19. Majority of the people on the street today are frustrated. Majority of the demonstrators on the street today, you see, apart from the oppression and all that against black people, put that one aside. People are frustrated because about over 30 to 40 million Americans don't have a job now. So if they see things like this, it just pricks them and it makes people get out. Right now, I'll get to that point. So it comes with so many things apart from the oppression. So if you're back home and you think that you are safe, that is where you have to start understanding issues and asking questions. Petrol prices are going up. This president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, when he was coming to power, he stood on a platform to tell Ghanaians that he was holding a gallon of petrol, telling Ghanaians that it's only a crazy government that puts petroleum prices and burden its people. That is what Akufo-Addo said, and that when he comes to power, he will reduce petrol to all-time low. Today, petrol has been increased to all-time high in the history of Ghana. But you see these radio people, you see these TV people, they are not talking about it. Why? There's a reason. Why are they not making noise like they used to make noise in 2014? Why are they not making noise as they used to make noise in 2015? Today they are shifting attention and they are talking about some Dankwa Institute, some hungry idiot they have placed there as a puppet to come and do press conference. He does not even take care of his own kids. And they come and sit there to decide for Ghanaians and the laws to interpret who needs to vote and who does not have to vote. Such a fool comes, sits there and say, I'm from Dankwa Institute, so I'm the most intelligent person on earth, and then we are listening to such a fool. And that is the problem we have today. Petrol prices have gone up. Do you know how it's going to go all the way down to the people back who can't afford even a square meal a day? Some people don't even make $1 a day. $1 is too much. 1 cedi a day. And you keep increasing petrol prices, and no media person is talking about it. Why? Because the president is not one of us. Why? Because the president then, when we used to complain, oh, you're tenny, and I will say it every day because that is why we are here today. Now, John Mahama, you're tenny, intina na debia, you jina ho yentuno, or you're tenny, because you're penny yentuno, on to me. Today, what is happening? It is one of us. What is happening today? You are hypocrites living in Ghana, and I will never stop attacking any journalist who tries to come out and not come out clean. Because if you want to criticize, you need to criticize constructively. You need to criticize in a point whereby we will understand that the system is what you are criticizing, but you are not criticizing because of individuals. I'll come to Songo. It's one of those things. Today, petrol prices are up 3 pesos all aboard. Nobody's explaining anything. No Vim lady is talking. They have not when you draw some bonity radio. So Captain Smart Dems today they are chasing money. The content they don't have again. They don't have ideas again because they poured all the propaganda from 2014 to 2015 to give power to Akufo-Addo. So they don't have anything to talk about today. That is the problem. The media in Ghana today, they are struggling to defend their own propaganda. That's why today you see them talking about unnecessary things in Ghana instead of the issues. Because when you sell propaganda to the point whereby propaganda cannot be defended again, then you become useless. That is why most of the media houses in Ghana are useless. And I keep telling people, by the end of the year, Multimedia will be turned into an isolation world because it's a useless entity with a lot of useless people there. Trust me, they are very intelligent journalists at multimedia, but majority of them are very ignorant about the job they're doing and they don't understand the job they're doing. That is why today it's going down because there's no credibility again. There's no content again. There's no truth in journalism again. And I'll come to that. So, hey, if you're in Ghana, if you're in America, you have to understand today, Ghana government and then another Dankwa Akufo-Addo increase the price of fuel, meaning it's going to increase the price of banche, increase the price of plantain. So the agri minister will have a case there. It's going to increase the price of everything. Hardship 101 is going to start. And we are already suffering as Ghanaians. And now we are going to make it worse. So this is not about time we have to play with words. This is a time we have to speak the language each and everyone will understand. Yes, we have to speak the language because the people we've put in place to manage this economy, to manage this nation, to make sure that we have a better economy, if they are not doing their job and we are feeding them, we have to speak ill. We have to speak to them because we can't be feeding you whilst you don't work. It's never done anywhere. This is not about Jesus Christ. This is not about Muhammad. This is not about religion. This is not about God who come and help us. You've been given a job to do. Have you been able to deliver? If you don't deliver, leave. Let somebody come and deliver. If the person can deliver, leave. That's how we assess people. Before we give you an opportunity in a job place, that's why people go for interviews. You want to be a manager of this enterprise? Fine. Give us your resume. Let us see what you have done, your record. That is why people come and tell us their manifesto and their records. You came to tell us that what the NDC was doing wasn't the best. You were increasing fuel prices too much. You come in and you are doing worse. Why should we keep you in? It's simple. And Ghanaians, I expect you people to start using your common sense to make this kind of analysis before you go to the ballot. I am not here to tell you who to vote for, but a rational human being should understand that we move forward, we don't move back. That is it there. Let's move on. Yeah. We're still doing social media segment. The producer, be good. Thank you very much for that. Let's see this. So EC has set Ghana democracy back by at least 10 years. Ghana Web reported this. This was reported by Ghana Web. And today I heard Imani and Asepa actually petitioned the great king of the Ashanti, Otumfuo said to good evening, sir, that they should check the EC. They should look at what is happening. These are people who are trying to at least speak for Ghana, trying to fight for the democracy we have fought for till date. The issue is what is true is true. You can't change anything. The facts are there. That's why today I'm going to take my time to break some things down. The facts are there. They told Otumfuo, Nana, please, you are a great king, you are a big man, and when you speak, we know the foundation of this nation sometimes changes. So these are the facts, and look through it and let us know your verdict on this. So this is a genuine thing, and I applaud Asepa and also Imani for doing what they just did. So that is it there. Okay. So on social media today, something happened. Let's brush through it quickly. You know what is happening in America today, where a lot of people are on the street demonstrating, people are looting shops and all that. It's gotten to the point whereby we live in America. It's gotten to the point you don't even understand the demonstration again because there's more route than what people were supposed to demonstrate peacefully. But now it's turning into route because some bad people have come into the system trying to take advantage of what people are going through and expressing their views peacefully. So obviously, you're going to get some people who come out and do things they are not supposed to do. Sometimes people react on what people do or what people say. It has a lot of dynamics, you know. So as a nation, everybody, we are all tensed. We're trying to make sure things get to the right way, get the right level so that we can all live peacefully. And also people's rights will be respected, especially Black African Americans or Africans who live in America. Basic. That's the reason why all this is happening. A gentleman was killed murdered actually because the cop has been charged of murder. And then there was this demonstration and all that. So we're waiting for the verdict. We're waiting to see what happens. But people have the right to demonstrate. People in America and across the world, every individual have the right to demonstrate peacefully. Some people might decide to do whatever they want to do, but the right thing is supposed to be done because people have the right to live. Human beings, they have the right to live. No other human being have the right to kill other human being or see them as underdogs in any way. So we all should respect that. But the issue is, when you've been given a job to do, and you are not doing it, and you will see that somebody, you see, you have been given jollof to cook. You are two cooks. You have been given jollof. Another cook has been given jollof. Two chefs. They say they gave you the same all ingredients in there. Cook jollof, moku chop. Simple. Now, you have started cooking. You see that somebody, the next chef, one of the tomatoes he's using, a form, it fell on the ground. He picked it up. He didn't really wash it well. And he started cutting it to blend. your tomatoes like 20 at top form. Wo tomatoes na top form no there. Umpo the one who free form with ahwiana na shegu aduanim. But you are able to tell the judges and say, you know what, this guy in the tomato ba kwat form inti wasa ohro and they are too, but as far as out form kwa the tomatoes not saying, why don't you disqualify that person? While to say, what the tomatoes over 20 in a top form, you picked it up with a sand included, you didn't wash it, and you poured it into the jollof, cooking it. And I'm making this statement because of this. I'm making this statement because of the President of the Republic of Ghana. I keep saying that every human life matters. Every single individual life matters. It doesn't matter. And we have the right as humans, and we have to understand that as humans, we need to feel for a brother. It is very important. I can feel for the gentleman who died. He's a man. He's a husband. He has a family. I feel his pain, and we all feel the pain. Now the issue is, the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, today decided to put the picture of this gentleman who died, American. He's never met before. Who doesn't pay taxes to him. With all due respect to the gentleman who died in America, I respect him and I respect his family and everything. And he did not deserve to go through it. With all due respect, he did not deserve to be murdered like that. With all due respect, and I'll speak against that any day. Now, the President of the Republic of Ghana decides to put this gentleman on his official page on Twitter, on Facebook, to talk about how, black people the world over are choked and distraught by the killing of an unarmed black man, George Floyd, by a white police officer in the United States of America. And these are the statements of Akufo-Addo. It carried with it an all too painful familiarity and an ugly reminder. It cannot be right that in the 21st century, the United States, this great bastion, of democracy, continues to grapple with the problem of systemic racism. You see the problem I have with this? I was going to actually react and say that Akufo-Addo ya Jim Jene, Akufo-Addo ya Jim Jene, Akufo-Addo ya Jujenimu, Akufo-Addo ya looking faces, Akufo-Addo ya Jim Jene. But I am not going to do it. I'm not going to react to Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo's statement. Never. But this is what I'm going to do. Because you see, when a leader starts to become stale, when a leader starts to become a vegetable, when a leader fails to act and think, he then becomes something like this. He licks the butt of people because he thinks that when he does that, he will attract the attention of the white man. At the end of the day, he's a leader in Africa. And what I'm talking about is, this is a leader who has overseen these kind of things worse in his regime under 3 years. With all due respect, Americans have been living with this for years, and they are doing everything possible to fight it, to eradicate suppression of the black people in the United States of America. Every single day, they experience it in our workplaces, in our churches, in our streets, in our restaurants. They see this every day. It's been over 500 years. Americans have been fighting this. So it's not news. But this is the time we have to let people understand that people are angry because it's getting out of hand. Now, the president who lives in Ghana, right, this nice thing, trying to attract the attention of the white man who is trying to solve his problem with his citizens. But this same vegetable or this same president, this same Jimmy Jane president, looking faces, Inshenimu president, writing all the English in the world, I am not going to respond. But this is what happened. After Akufo-Addo put this there, Ghanaians, young Ghanaians who don't have a problem with America, who don't have a problem with people who are sending condolences to the American people, especially the black African Americans. No. Ghanaians who also have that thing in them that tells you that they are humans and they feel bad for people. But there's a saying that a woman, they are two different things. It belongs to you and it belongs to us are two different statements. Sebi, what is happening in America is a big deal. But what about what is happening back home under your leadership? So I decided not to respond. But what I'm going to do is, let's see this. These are ordinary Ghanaians who decided to respond to the president on his own war. And these are Ghanaians who decided to respond to Akufo-Addo on his own war after he posted this Ajim Jane Jujenimu statement. Now, this is what Abdul Hamid said. racism is not just about murdering someone because of the color of the skin. It goes further to link to the murder of someone as a result of the occupation he or she does. Mr. President, please forget George Floyd's death. The USA people would handle it and look for the murderers of Ahmed Swale. May his soul rest in peace. Ahmed Bilal. And JB Dankwa. That's what concerns you. These are the statements from Ghanaians. Mr. President, Americans can take care of their problems. Americans will go through this and succeed and survive and make sure that equality, if it's not going to happen today, in the years to come, one day, African Americans or blacks in America will also be considered as the same level as white people. But the question here is, and somebody is saying sense to you, Mr. President, he says, what about J.B. Dankwa's death and Ahmed Swale? Ahmed Swale was the journalist in Ghana who had done one of the most serious, tedious jobs as a journalist with facts and evidence. He was shot in the head 3 times in the heart. You never place this guy's picture on your wall, on a Twitter wall or on your Facebook wall. You never even came out publicly to have a press conference to tell Ghanaians that we have lost a national hero and that this gentleman deserves a national barrier. JB Dankwa is your party member. JB Dankwa is your relative. He's been dead when he was murdered during NDC's time. Let's say the NDC did it. Yes, the NDC murdered JB Dankwa. You have power for over 3 years. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. 3 years. And you have not said a word about JB Dankwa's murder. And you want us to come and carry you and lick your butt? And these are the things when you say, you get Ghanaians who have been to school but left their brains at home, acting like robots and fools, coming to talk and speak nonsense. This is wisdom from Ghanaians, not me. If I was supposed to say this, the kind of words I will use, you Nankasabo feel me. Anka, you go clap, give me. But I don't have time for you because you're a vegetable. You don't think like the ordinary citizen because you don't care about the ordinary Ghanaian. Now, the next person was James Harry. He says, I am so disappointed in a way. How many times have you posted justice for those of your citizens that was once victimized? It's a shame black leaders don't want to put their country in a good shape. Once an international case, all of you traitors will come out and be shouting like rats. These are on the page of the President of the Republic of Ghana. And these are not coming from Americans. These are statements for rational and intelligent Ghanaians who think about Ghana. There was the next one. I'm not going to respond to Akufo-Addo. People will respond to Akufo-Addo. This is on the page of Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo after he did the Ajim Jene statement. This is coming from David G.H. He says, you are talking about racism, but your Ghanaian brothers lock Nigerians shop during business in Cycle for over 6 months, and you, the President, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, are not doing anything about it. The next person is Stephen Amwating. Fight for Ahmed Swale and JB Dankwa before you come and make that statement. And then Avoma RC Raphael says, Mr. President, don't go far. We don't have fair justice in our country here in Ghana. People know the issues, Mr. President. And I hope you don't go after these people for them to be killed. The national security will go and pick them up and say, hey, you have breached social media. This is freedom of speech. And they are telling you, they are talking to you, they are speaking wisdom into your head. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we are Jim Jane. You are an Jim Jane. Do what is important. I'm saying what is important in America, what is happening in America is very important too, but Americans will handle it. What is your job in Ghana? To protect the people, 1. 2, to make sure that the security here is 100% in Ghana. To make sure that the Ghanaian person, the economy is stable. Have you been able to do even one of these things? You are sitting on social media with all these grammar without doing anything. You are such a shameless president. Yes, you are very shameless because at the end of the day, it does not concern you. People were dead. People were killed. People died in 2014, 15, 16, 13 there. Journalists were murdered. You didn't say anything about it. Today, you have the audacity to write all this grammar. To interest who? To entice who? To make who think you are smart? You were disgraced as a president, Mr. President. I'm embarrassed. Yes. This one too was another one. Yes, this one was from Raymond Panford. Boss, thank you very much, Raymond. These people are speaking sense into the head of the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Addo Dankwa, he's grown, but he still lacks that basic understanding that when you have been given a job, you need to make sure that job is done. You see, majority of the decision the Akufo-Addo takes or took during this COVID-19 pandemic, which we are still in, is anytime Boris Johnson speaks, he goes to take pieces from it and to implement it in Ghana. That is how weak the president is, weak-minded in implementing issues. Because the dynamics and the charts and all that in the UK, you cannot compare that to Ghana. Never. But these people with 8-piece suit made from some sheep skin or sheep woven or whatever, they think because they are wearing the suit, they are smart. They are not intelligent. You have left your people going to the United States to go talk about their issue, putting the person's picture there. Who do you want to recognize you? You want Americans to say you're a good president? You want Donald Trump to say you are the smartest? Do you know the problem Donald Trump is causing his own people? Mr. President, think smart, small. What kind of mediocre, small kind of mind you have? You see, I don't get it. Like, can't you get out of this slavery mentality? Can't you get out of that and think for yourselves as humans, as black people? Can't you make your own decisions? Nobody has a problem with you sending condolences to somebody who is dead in the US. Fine. But have you been able to do that back home? Because under your stinking butt, there are 3 people or 4 people who died. Your own family member died. You couldn't do this. And you want us to clap for you because you are sending a message to America? The next person is Governor Emmanuel. He says, remove the plank in your eyes before showing concern about the speck in another man's eyes. He says, you will near simpim and sana waku you be there. So say, humenusumame into na chimi no nam. Akufo-Addo, oh ya Jim Jane do. Too much. You don't deserve to lead though. You need to stay at home and watch CNN and send messages. Nah, you don't deserve to lead. The last person is Nuruddin Abdul Yahaya. Says, because you don't want to take us back home, you are fighting for blacks to stay in the US. Just go straight to the point and beg them to give us citizenship. So these are things that people said on the president's wall. And to be very honest with you, I'm very proud of Ghanaians now. They're getting more wiser. They're getting very intelligent. And trust me, this is how it is going to be. As far as we are going to be feeding these people like chicken, as far as our money, they are going to use our money to take care of their hernias and their bypasses and all that. We have to speak when things go wrong. We have to do that. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the social media segment. After this short break, I'm going to spend 10 minutes on Countryman Songo, respond to him, then we go to the issue of the day. The issue of the day is about the Article 71 fraudsters. Yes, this is the main topic. Article 71 fraudsters part 2. I'm going to break things down for Ghanaians to understand. But after this short break, I am going to respond to Songo, and then from there, we take it from there. Still stay.
Hi, my name is Kevin Taylor, host of With All Due Respect. As you know, With All Due Respect has been self-produced for the past 3 years. We have not accepted any money or resources outside in order to maintain the integrity of the platform. We are an anti-corruption platform. Our work doesn't excite or encourage compromised stakeholders. That also means we cannot take funds from just anyone. As our platform grows, the need for increased quality of work and production requires increased resources during this election year and beyond. In order to maintain our anti-corruption stance and continue to speak for everyday people without clout or connections in higher places, we cannot rely on the same entities we critique for continually keeping their hands in the cookie jar to be the ones who keep our work going. In that view, I welcome your support and participation in keeping this work ongoing. This platform is for the people, so we think it is only right for the people to sustain it. Now, this is a simple thing you have to do. Just visit patreon.com/withallduerespect. Patreon.com/withallduerespect, or click the link at the bottom of the video. For Ghanaians or our viewers in Ghana, we are putting together a Ghanaian payment processor on our website. Please, and please again, do not send any donation to any platform apart from patreon.com/withallduerespect or loudsilenceradio.com donation page. You can donate as low as $10. Yes, $10, and we have exciting packages for every level of donation. including one-on-one call with me, Kevin Akobedu Taylor, access to some of the documents before they go live. You can also have dinner with me in Washington, D.C. to discuss the issues. My fellow Ghanaians, remember, it's Patreon, patreon.com/withallduerespect.
All right, welcome back to Loud Talents Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. This show is called With All Due Respect Extended Version. I would like to say good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone listening to me. The family is also online on Facebook. You can watch us on Loud Talents Radio and TV Network. That's one page. And also on With All Due Respect is another page. On YouTube, look for With All Due Respect. With All Due Respect. That is the page. Subscribe. And then anytime we live, you're going to get notifications. It's also on Twitter. You can look for With All Due Respect on Twitter and also on Periscope. You can watch us live. This show is the show that everyone listens to around this time. Hey, no bagawaya. Now, let's take care of this. 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes. So this guy, his name is Countryman Songo. He's been with multimedia for some time now. He basically is a sports presenter without any facts. Yes, just assumptions. And everybody knows that. Today, he made some very surprising comments, which I want to react to, because as a journalist, and he being a journalist, I have the right to respond to a journalist when they're going right or they're going left or they're trying to be hypocrites. And today I have decided to respond directly to him. But I want you people to understand something, that people have to understand that Ghanaians are no more fools again, and that we have started fact-checking people. And then one thing we all have to understand, whether you're a banker, you are a journalist, you are a chief, you are a king, you are a major, you are a bishop. Everybody have the right to make a suggestion. Every person in Ghana has the right to express themselves on any issue that at the end of the day will affect them. That is basic. We have to understand that. We all have right to our opinions. You can disagree with me, but I have the right to my opinion, and I'm going to state my opinion. It doesn't matter how much I have in my account or how much you have in your account or the pedigree or your credibility. Your opinion is not better than mine. We can share opinions and come to a point and get to a point and be like, okay, let's make this work. But you have no right to sit anywhere and dash or chastise anybody's opinion and say, whatever the person is saying, because the person is not you, the person is not right. Especially when there are documents and evidence to back every single opinion. That's why, with all due respect, as a journalist, every time I come on my show or I do an expose, I never ignore documents and evidence. I always put documents out there. I make people have access to the document to check my credibility, and also it serves as evidence and backup for me as a shield. For me as a journalist, that is the only way I can hold my credibility together. So as a journalist, anytime you go on air or on TV to speak, you have to be well armed. And when I say we are all well armed, you have to have enough credible evidence to tell the people that that is the reason why you are a normal citizen, a civilian, who is waiting for me to go do dick and give you the fact. So before you go on air, you need to be armed. Tell the people that is why you call me a journalist, and that I have an edge over you. It doesn't mean that your opinion doesn't matter. It means that I have been able to do what you want to know, which you cannot do yourself. So if a journalist come on TV or on radio and speak without facts or nothing, and speak out of emotion without anything backing it, that person is not a journalist. Technically, that person is a madman, because he is feeding on his instincts and his emotions to think and to force people to believe what he's saying is the right thing. That is why I'm so disappointed in multimedia today. I'm so disappointed in OB, and I'm so disappointed in Asempa FM, because people see these people. I'm talking about OB and Omahine. Omahine is a good friend. I talk to him sometimes, but I'm disappointed in you. And you have shown that you people are not ready to be journalists people can look up to and to believe in you. Now, let's watch this video. I have two videos I'm going to play, and after that, I'll break some things down for Ghanaians to understand. This is the first one, and this is the statement Songo made today at Asempa. Goodness Lord, I need to find this video. I can't find it, and I have to find it today. So I'm getting it. Hey, I cannot miss this video. There's no way. Producer, I need to get this video right now. Okay, producer, thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah, so let's watch this.
Me to me what say me pressure and fire now ba DNS say only chroma and the voters registered ya we see me come twacho we see makuntokwa we see other ye jini are we fools, are we ye animals ye nyini ade ye system You what is good for us. A man can't we look into the books and run near the Maya Juma, Yadimrato, baby, or see because of somebody's interest, selfish interest will be again, Chinchina per se, may say, may power, may president, Chinchina per se, me could a teacher say, Lipan Quasasamua. And then will be a solemn walk, and I'm pinning my way, and I am Chima way, Yabakuntoka, your base, wine, and Mula Tasaqua. And Mula Tasaqua. Only now, Mamma Bianim. What I say, only remember, politicians are just killing us. I say, politicians, Kasa, Jimmy Trash. Politicians and one voter register.
Yes.
Montini and Tomasi. That's
two positions. Registration. If you say you're for fraud, if you say I'm machine, who's are you for or you against?
What is are you for or you against?
Electoral Commission.
So then what is your problem? So then what is one year? Wayano Boneso, Wayano Basaso, Wayano Adumponeso. That is why you should have a problem. Then who did this same Rano? What in America say? Rather than say, and a Chichina, Mentino Mabiase, you understand? Yes, it could be say they have a point. Because if you are a common fashion, they be a but I see I want some more catch them, and now Kwasu and Mufabia. Then what is your problem? What is your problem? Not to come and talk about woman.
Well,
if you're looking for power, look for power in a professional.
All right, so that was Songo today. He's a journalist. The two guys sitting there, Obi and Omahine, are also journalists, and he made some points which we all heard. So basically, what he's trying to say here is, why are people making some statements that Ghana is going to get into a civil war? Two, why are people attacking the EC? But let's watch this. This is Countryman Songo before election 2016. This is Countryman Songo, this same person before election 2016, and he made some comments. And let's listen about the former EC boss.
Some chrono, and you will be decided President Kamae. If you got a 4 year Juma, I'm only going to 4 year Juma, only careful 1 year Jumani. And yes, I fire parents is better from there. One common to or incompetent, or born Juma, one born Casa, Sanoto say, yes, it was no, when Juma, one born, just a one yadi, when you see one born, or same factor, you didn't go to know what's easy boss. But the politics in dealing with Nakot now, one born same factor. No things you are. You're crazy, Anna. Are you crazy? Are you crazy before due respect? Are you crazy? What is it? What put down selling? I don't know what's what you know. The Sika and a woman there logo for. Tell us the amount. Tell us the amount. New amount, you know. The Sika now the logo for elections. Sika said, "No, you see, taxpayers' money said, no, you see." And she, we can to show you. Are you a chief? What is all this guy? Can a bullet and not so Balau. What is that?
So you listened to the same person that was in 2016 before the elections. That was when Charlotte Osei was the electoral commissioner, and you listened to him in the first tape. It was him today. Now you see why I've decided to reply Songo. I've decided to reply him because when he was going about and speaking like a mad dog, none of the guys sitting there told him to sit down and ask him a few questions. You see, he is even talking about what people are saying today. This guy, in the first place, walked into the studio without any facts, without nothing backing his statements. All that he's saying that Emrano, and people call such people journalists in Ghana. People are looking up to such people to come on air and educate the people about why some people are making some statements today, the kind of statements they are making. Because there is a reason why people are making statements that if Jane Mensah does not change her posture, there's going to be civil war. If Jane Mensah does not conduct herself and the EC in a manner that we all know will be free and fair, there will be civil war. So for those guys sitting there, not correcting this guy and even asking him about what kind of law is he talking about? Why is he so furious, and why is he criticizing Ghanaians who are speaking their mind because they feel, because you have to understand that some Ghanaians are older, they have lived through different kinds of regimes, and they know what a dangerous EC office is, or a dangerous EC commissioner is. The problem I have with Songo is he's so empty, and he sounded like somebody who is drunk, or somebody who was too much on alcohol or on drugs. Yes, he sounded like somebody who is on drugs. This guy exhibited the lowest level of intelligence today, and I am not disappointed, because he showed in 2016 that this is a stomach, low brain, ignorant journalist. People are speaking because one, and you're talking about 2016, you're talking about contract, about the former EC not telling Ghanaians about the logo. Today, the EC has procured millions of stuff, dollars of equipment. People have even taken the EC to court to show us the document backing all the things they have procured. The EC says no. This Jane Mensah woman says no. Today, the IPAC, that is the main player. You are a sports journalist. That's why I keep saying that these, with all due respect, mad people, they put them on TV, they push them, they speak, and when you're around, without any sense in it, I need to break something down to you. You are a sports presenter. You have been following teams, taking money and talking nya with your mouth open and spitting on people. At the end of the day, when two teams are going to play soccer and the middleman, who is the referee, is not free and open to both teams, do you expect the team that thinks that the referee is not being fair to them to accept everything that the referee will decide on the field? You are a journalist. You come there without any facts. Do you understand what CI means? And do you know what the changes the EC has made on the CI that they are presenting to Parliament to mature, to pass? Do you know that the number of people in Ghana, who have passports, and the number of people in Ghana who have birth certificates? And do you, even Songo, do you know that you have to go and tell the EC that your mom is Ghanaian or your dad is Ghanaian before they will allow her to vote? And you go and smoke some kotre bini and some champonfie and come stand on TV with that dirty dreadlocks and talk nya to Ghanaians because we have given you the room to speak nonsense. That's why I say that on Mahina Santi and Obi, I'm disappointed in those two comedians because they were sitting there and saying they agree. What do you agree about this guy's nonsense and his stupid talk? And these people are sitting on TV every day. I am talking to you, Songo, and if you feel, reply and I'll reply. Because this kind of stupidity and hypocrisy has gone on for too long. And such comedians and fools, we are not supposed to entertain them. You have your opinion. You have your peace of mind. You can decide to speak your mind, but people can't speak their mind. If the EC is consistently doing things that will show that we are heading towards civil war, Ghanaians have the right to say, because at the end of the day, different institutions come together to form a credible election. We have the EC, we have IPAC, we have independent observers. All these people, majority of them have come out to say that, you know what, the direction you go in is not going in favor of the ordinary Ghanaian, and you're going to disenfranchise millions of Ghanaians, and such an ignorant scumbag come to stand in Asempa FM and blows nya, and people allow him to walk around because he's Zongo. Countryman Songo, you started your career by attacking Kwesi Nyantakyi without any facts. You are a baseless journalist. You don't have any facts. You just use assumptions to make your case. You were lucky Anas, Arimya Anas, and Ahmed Swali were able to do an investigation to indict Kwesi Nyantakyi. You'll still be making noise today. You'll be backing because the only thing you knew was football people. You did not even follow facts. You can't read and understand. That is the level of ignorance in our media space today. If you allow such people to be walking around, we are not going to give you people space again. The stupidity is too much. I was expecting you to come, and you see, Obi, at this point, you've been doing this job for years. You've been doing this for years. You don't allow such scavenger to come there and speak anyhow and walk away. Millions of people's lives are on the line. And you make this guy come and spit on you people, and I'll be surprised by tomorrow you have COVID-19. And you allow such person to speak anyhow without any facts. If the EC is not doing their job, it is our right to make sure we fact check the EC. We make sure the EC does the right thing. The reckless speech will not change anything. All that we are trying to do as Ghanaians is simple. We are trying to make sure that the EC works for we the people, because at the end of the day, we make the EC what it is. It is just a supervisory commission that makes sure that we have to run a very fluid elections. At the end of the day, every single Ghanaian who is qualified and well in the mind has to vote. Nobody should be disenfranchised. And you sit there without facts. And these people, they have started their ESC journalism, stand on TV, scream, talk nonsense to this point. Why Rasta he thinks he can come and speak in and nobody fact check this guy, and he comes and displays his ignorance and make him walk away. We are in a very difficult situation, a very difficult moment. Chiefs, kings, experts, intelligent people who have studied elections for years are saying the EC is going to plunge this country into chaos, into war. And you come and sit there after smoking that bini and a champion of you thinking it is weed to come speak nya to Ghanaians? What didn't you say in 2016? Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are, Songo? You, Songo, your fellow journalists know that your kind of journalism cannot even cross the border of Ghana. Togo cry obianjo, radio obianu, because you are empty. You see, Nyantechi left the office. Pray to Anas. What do you have again? You are basically gone. Nobody cares about you again, because there's no football people again. Yes, because that was the only thing you know. These people, we the young ones, we are not supposed to allow such people. We don't have to listen to these people. We don't have to. How difficult is it to be a sports journalist? We have crazy, serious sports journalists who do fact checking, who do sit behind the computer, check facts before they come out to speak. You just go and copy and paste and target one person. I said, you are lucky, Anas, Arimia, Anas. And every time you are sleeping, pray for Ahmed Swali. They gave you some space today. What did you have on Nyantechi? What evidence did you have? It was just talking nya every day. We don't just come sit on our TV and talk nya. Back it with evidence as a journalist. Books, documents. I followed the situation. There was an IPAC meeting. This happened. These are the four players. Then you make people know your case. Now, and you want us to give you space? What the hell do you think? Who the hell do you think you are? Who the hell do you think you are? Do you know when people started smoking? Very intelligent, calm people in Ghana smoking? Yes. Then you want to come spill, and then Mahine and Obi allow this to happen at multimedia. That is why it is sinking. And I'll tell that owner of multimedia, say he should be quick and turn that thing into a chop bar or something, because it is going to go down. I don't have to spend time on this, but I wanted to set the record straight. This guy is a hypocrite. This guy is one of the most empty journalists in Ghana. I'm telling you today. What can Zonko do? Songo or whatever. What can he do in journalism? Standing in the stadium and spitting on people and speaking on what can you do? It's like a Ghanaian soldier. Now nobody fights like that again in the world. There's nothing like the cyber war. There's different kinds of war. Now to what press up. Nobody fights in the forest again. That is the kind of journalism Songo Mwini Wemuye. No country, you can never practice journalism anywhere in the world. They're not going to give you that space. You can't write an article. You can't write anything and explain to anybody. You can't follow. You can't do anything. You can't do nothing like that. The only thing you can do is assume. Assume because you hate some people. Then you come and call them names and insult them without any facts. But we do the fact checking here. We do our facts here. We come here with the facts to let people understand, and we give to the people to do their own assessment. I'm disappointed in you, Obi, and I'm disappointed in your mind here, and I don't expect you to allow such a psychiatric patient to come back again and make such utterances on your show. I'm ready for him every time. I'm saying that the time is now. The youth, we are ready. We're not going to allow anybody to come and throw rubbish here and walk away. 2016, what kind of words didn't you use against Charlotte or say? Today, you want us to pamper this makeup woman because of what? War is inevitable, and we will fight it before it starts. That's why we are trying to stop it. And then if I sit here or any Ghanaian sit there and say there will be war in Ghana, who the hell are you to say that it is madness? You have to check yourself first. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. Now we have to start today's show. I told you guys there was going to be a lot of things today, but hey, we're going to try and make it work. Today's story is good. I'm done with this guy. This guy, there's no time. This guy mentally is retarded. Article 71 fraudsters we're talking about the Article 71 fraudsters. Basically, our focus will be on Parliament today. When we talk about Article 71, basically it's a lot, but hey, parliamentarians have taken the Article 71. I am a property. So we'll be talking about three things. You know, in the part one, I talked about, if you follow the part one, I talked about how some former MPs during Kufuor's administration actually wrote to the chief of staff, Madam Opare, which she was directed by the president. And these people, they call themselves the Forum for Former Members of Parliament. And then they wrote a letter to the chief of staff. Technically, the president wrote to the Attorney General and Auditor General that, Auditor General, these people used to work under Kufuor, and that we owe them some money and even 20% increment in whatever they had to get. So make sure you pay them. And the Auditor General wrote back to the president and said, you know what? No, because President John Evans Atta Mills, when he assumed office in 2009, actually did check on that. He set up a commission. Remember, before Kufuor left, Kufuor set up a committee called the CHC, the Chenry History Commission Committee, that looked into the whole thing, and then they cooked up a recommendation. At the end of the day, to date, we've been asking that CHC report, the Chenry History report, where is that report? Because one, after a committee sits and they do all their report and their recommendations and they give it to the president will now have to sanction it, take it to Parliament, for Parliament to sanction it, for it to be law, so that if they owe you any money, you'll be paid. To date, we've been asking that, where is that document? Because every document has a unique reference number. So they have to go all the way back and bring us just that document showing that President Kufuor actually sanctioned that they should be paid that money. And that is the question we are fighting today. We are still waiting for that document, and nobody has been able to provide that. And the Auditor General told the president that I am not going to pay this so-called Forum for Former Members of Parliament who worked under Kufuor from 2005 to 2009. That was the part one. Now, in the part two, we are going to talk about three things. Now, the three things, I want to break something down. We are going to talk about some amount which was supposed to be refunded to ministers who were MPs who were underpaid. Listen, during Kufuor's time, 2005 to 2009, there were some ministers who were MPs who were underpaid. They deserved some money. They were supposed to be paid some money, their salaries, but because of the permutations and the calculations they did, the auditor did then, they made a mistake and they were underpaid. So that money was supposed to be refunded to these people. There were 54 ministers who were at the same time MP. And then we are also going to look at overpayment of 5 ex-ministers. In fact, it's not even overpayment. When you look into the report, right? When you look into the Auditor General's report, and the Auditor General then is called Gordey. He was the Auditor General for Atta Mills. When you look into his report, he actually wrote a report after Atta Mills took office to check all these things and then present it to the president. Now, in his report and his recommendations, he said some 5 MPs who were the same time ministers took double salaries. So they took money as MPs and also they took money as ministers. We're also going to look at the third one, which is there were some MPs who were not ministers who were overpaid. There were some MPs who were not ministers. They are just MPs. They were overpaid. And those people were supposed to refund the money. So after Atta Mills came in, the new Auditor General did some investigations, and their recommendations at the end of the day, it was 3. Now, there were some MPs who were ministers who were underpaid and that we had to refund them as a government. There were some 5 MPs who were MPs and ministers and they took double salary. They were taking money as MPs and they were taking money as ministers. Those people were supposed to refund the money. And there were some MPs who were overpaid because of the permutations in Parliament, and the Auditor General didn't do their job well, and those MPs are all supposed to refund the money. Remember, there's something I want to tell you, break it down for you to understand first. You have to understand that each MP in Parliament, right, they stay in Parliament for 4 years, 2 terms, 8 years. So basically, they get a monthly salary. Let's not even talk about monthly salary. Let's just leave it there. Like, MPs have 1 term, 2 terms. So basically, they spend like 48 months. That's 2 terms. Now, they have something they call end of service benefits. Now, the end of service benefits is a salary that they take out every year from your salary, and then they keep. So if you're going to be in parliament for 4 years, every year they take 1 month of your salary. So 12. That's 4 years, right? Every year they take 1 month of your salary, and then at the end of the 4 years, they will give it to you as end of service benefit. So you get your salary, but they will take 1 month out of your salary, and then at the end of your term, you are giving that money as end of service salary, and that is basically like 16 months if you are taking 2 terms. Now there's something they call the installation grant, and that one is 1 month money they'll give to you. Installation grant is one of the incentives they'll give to you as an MP. They also have what they call the resettlement grant. The resettlement grant too is they will take 1 month of each year's salary. So every year you are paid 12 months a year. They will take 1 month out and keep it. So 4 years, they'll give you 4 months out of your 4-year salary. And that one too, you will take away. So if you do the permutation, it's like 16 plus, that is the 16 is your years plus 1 month. That is the installation grant. Then plus 4, that will be your resettlement. So totaling to up to 21 months. So after your term as an MP, you get about 21 months of your salary. It didn't mean you didn't pay your salary. Your salaries were all paid, but all these monies were being put there for you. So as you are leaving, they give you 21 months of your salary. And this is basic thing everybody, consolidated salary. That is what everybody understands, your consolidated salary. Now, you have to understand that all these monies, when President Atta Mills came into office, he looked into all these things and he set up a committee called the Ishmael Yamson Committee. And then the committee came back and said, okay, you know what? These things are supposed to be given to the MPs because when we looked into all that, it looks like they deserve it. Some people were underpaid and their money has to be refunded. All these incentives are supposed to be given to them. So the Ishmael Yamson Committee actually gave the president recommendation that these people are supposed to be paid. And I'm talking about the people who served under Kufuor, because when Atta Mills came into power, this thing was done by Atta Mills, the guy who was the Auditor General then, Gordey. Now, when you read the letter Atta Mills wrote to Parliament when he came to office, when these MPs wanted the money, he said in the letter, and I'm going to read that to you. I'm sorry I can't get you that letter, but I'll publish everything. Everything is there. You can see on loudsilenceradio.com. He said, I however take note of the fact that both the former president and the former parliament approved and applied resettlement and installation grant for specified Article 71 office holders for the period between 2001 to January 2005. In view of my decision to apply existing emolument, facilities, and privileges, I direct that the installation and resettlement grant should continue to apply. So President Atta Mills said, hey, that money, you deserved it. The president made it law. He signed it. He took it to Parliament, and then you have to pay that money. Now, he went on to say in the 4th paragraph that in February 2009, and this statement is coming from Atta Mills, he said, I directed the Ministry of Finance to pay to members of Parliament an ex gratia of 4 months' salary for every completed year of service. It has been brought to my attention that members of Parliament have already been paid this amount. And the documents are there. And you see the difference between the Chenrehese Committee and Kufuor set up and the Ishmael Yamson Committee, the IYC, is that the Atta Mills Committee's document, when you go to Parliament, it has a reference number and it is there. Because the president sanctioned it. It's dated 5th November 2009. The president sanctioned it, and the reference number is 0PS130092224. It is there. But when you ask this MPs who were in Parliament asking for the money that Kufuor's committee said they were supposed to be paid, bring out that document. Till date, nobody has brought out any document, which is fine. Now let's come to today's issue. Now with today's issue, we are talking about members of Parliament who, at the end of the day, took money, and the money was so much, meaning there were some MPs who were overpaid. And when you look in the list, what you find is, in fact, before I go ahead, let me try and explain a few things in the recommendations before we move forward. Now, in the recommendations by the committee, they stated a few things that the president is supposed to do. And the recommendations were like the number 17, as you can see there. It says the underpaid, we recommend that's after the investigations of the Auditor General during Atta Mills' time. We recommend that the 54 ministers who were MPs who were underpaid a total of 411,000 and over should have their short payment refunded to them. They made it emphatical. Then the B, they said the 5 ministers who were MPs who were paid double installation and resettlement grant totaling 94,000 should refund the amount and be repaid to them as to refund the amount overpaid to them. In fact, I'm reading from the computer. That's why I'm struggling a little bit. But for recommendation, you can see that I've published it. Now, the short and long of all that I'm saying is, when Atta Mills came into office, his Auditor General did some investigations, and they realized that some ministers who were the same time MPs were taking double salaries. So they told the president that those ministers are supposed to pay the money. Now, I'm going to show you the list. There's a reason why I'm doing this. I have to do this because we've got some people who have decided to lie to the public every time documents are out. And I'm talking about media men. The last time it was City News, when I published this, the part 1, they took out some of the documents and published some. I don't know why they do that, but I respect City very much, and I expect them to do the right thing. Now, the 5 ministers, the reason why I'm not even worried about the MPs who were not ministers is because they did not take double salary. The issue was, the mistake was from the Auditor General's office because they didn't do the calculation well, and those MPs, about 179, were all overpaid, and that they are supposed to refund the money. And the money ranged between 3,000 to 4,000 Ghana cedis. That is 2005 then. Remember, the dollar was almost the same as the cedi. The cedi was almost at the same strength as the dollar. So it was huge money. Now, the MPs who were ministers who were underpaid, they were also refunded. Some money was paid to them. So it stays there. But my contention here is those people who were MPs and ministers at the same time who were taking double salary. I'm very interested in that because, you see, we were in this country when some people came out to say that they are going to fight corruption. They're going to make sure that parliament becomes decent. They're going to make sure that our politicians, they lead by example. Now, these same people are the same people, after we did our checks and went deep, we realized that they are the same people who were ministers then, and MP then, and still ministers now, and MP now, who were taking double salaries. And the first person who led this is Osei Mensah Bonsu. He's part of the 5 ministers who were MPs at the same time during Kufuor's time, who was taking salary as a minister and also salary as an MP. Now, when you check this document, that's not a document. Yes, when you check this document, you realize that, and on the top it says overpayment of 94,080 to 5 ex-ministers. Now, when you look at the table very well, there are 5 ministers here who were ministers and also at the same time MPs, so they were taking double salary. So all the monies that I stated when I started, installation grant, resettlement grant, end of service benefit, and then whatever incentive or salary, at the end of the day, the consolidated salary, these people were taken as ministers and at the same time taken as MP. So the issue is they were taking double salaries from day one. And what hurts me and what scares me now is these people are in the highest position in parliament now. So what shows that this is not happening in parliament now? Because I have an expose coming up about what is happening in parliament now. Osei Mensah Bonsu is the majority leader in parliament. What shows that this is not happening now? For the past 3 years, it has not happened. What shows that Osei Mensah Bonsu now is not taking double salary? I am being, You see, I'm trying to let you understand the issues very well. Because when you're NP and you're a minister and you tell us you want to fight corruption, you tell us you come and speak all the English and grammar and explain to Ghanaians and say that, you know what, I'm going to fight this, there's double payment, you make sure, and at the end of the day, you have this amount of money in your butt. Remember, in 2005, if you have 100 Ghana, technically now, if you want to convert, we are talking about 1,000 Ghana. Because the dollar was almost the same as the cedi, 2005 to 2009. And if you have even 5,000 cedis, then is huge money. Huge money. Now, the 5 people were Christopher Adai. He was a deputy minister. He took 17,936 double salaries. When he did the calculation, that was the money he took as an MP and as a minister, taken from here and here. And this is in 2005. Do your calculations. Go all the way back to 2005 and see how much 17,000 was. That's not small money. This is not small money. We are talking about millions if you're going to convert to today's money. The second person was Samuel Kweku Obodai, and he is also he was also a deputy minister. He also took 17,936 Ghana. 17,936 Ghana. If you watch the Appendix B very well, let me show you the Appendix B. You will see Oseche Mensah Bonsu's name, amount to be refunded by members of parliament who were not ministers. So he was even overpaid as an MP. When as an MP and as a minister, he was overpaid as an MP and taking salary, and then as a minister, he was at the end of the day taking salary as a minister. The third person is Ernest Debra. He also took 19,422.42. You're talking about 2005. Took all this money. The next person is Kofi Osei Ameyao. He took, and as Debra took 19,000. Kofi Osei Ameyao took 17,936. And let me say this: if anybody has documents to counter what I have here, they should bring it out. I always say that. That's why when I'm done with my exposés, I release the documents. And I expect Osei Mensah Bonsu to go back to City FM and go grant another interview to Omar Sanders and tell him about this document if he does not owe and if he does not know about this money. Oseche Mensah Bonsu, as the fifth person, took the highest, 20,848 Ghana. So the issue is, as we speak now, the person who is the most corrupt politician in parliament today is Oseche Mensah Bonsu, because he is a sitting parliamentarian, a sitting minister, a sitting MP who was taking double salaries, and he is the majority leader in Ghana's parliament today. He is the majority leader in Ghana's parliament today as I speak. So what shows that this is not happening? That's why I say in the weeks to come, I'll show you something. I expect Oseche Mensah Bonsu to come out and say that Kevin Taylor, all that Kevin Taylor showed is a lie. In fact, the document, the Auditors General report, it's reference number AGOP14. Go to Parliament. Go to the Flagstaff House. This document is on record. The reference number is AG0P14, 5th May 2010. And the Auditor General's Office, Ministry Block 0, PO Box M96, Accra, Ghana, telephone 66428. And go there. Let me, in fact, put it here for people to see the document I am talking about. So it is there. That is the reference number. Go to Parliament. Ask them for this document, that if the Auditor General at Amel's time did not present this to Parliament, and go to the Flagstaff House and ask them if this document is not there. It's on file. So if anybody has a counter document, they can present it and say that Kevin Taylor lied and that all the documents he showed were lies, and that all the things he was talking about is a lie. That is what I want, because if you do that, then I'll also come out and show you something small. So as you can see, Oseche Mensah Bonsu, when we're talking about people taking double salary, it is him. And as we speak, this man still have this money. He has this money stuck in his butt. And all and he want the people of Swami to vote for him again after all these years in parliament. Do you know what he can do? Do you know what this man can do? That's why I'm saying that when I released the part one, initially, he was on TV, on radio, making a whole lot of statements that, hey, there's a lie, there's this. I said today, he should go back, baby, he should go back to city and tell them that the documents I am showing is a lie and that he did not take double salary. This is what we are dealing with. This is what we are dealing with as a nation now. He should just come out, and I want to dare him, because you know what? This thing, I'm not done. I keep telling you, I was telling you guys, there are a lot of things I'm going to reveal before this election year. A lot. Crazy stuff that will set this nation down. Crazy stuff. This is just comedies. But I want Osai Chairman Sabonsu. He wants that seat in Swami. He should go and explain himself again on city and tell Ghanaians that he does not know anything about this. He did not take double salaries. And the report, the recommendation from the Auditor General, there's no document to it, and whatever I'm showing is a lie. He should just do that. And I dare him to do it, because he needs to explain himself. Because from what I'm seeing, he does not deserve to be the majority leader in Ghana's parliament. No. And if you're in Swami, now if this is the man you believe in to change Ghana, then the people in Swami, more higher. I don't know anybody in Swami. Or say Chairman Sabonsu, me, your seat, I didn't even know until I just checked. Oh, that's your constituency. But Swami 4, if this is the kind of parliamentarian or politician you send to us in parliament, then where do you want Ghana to go? Where do you want Ghana to go? But you still get young Ghanaians. They finish school 5 years, 6 years, don't have any job. They want a little money to start business, start up. John Kuma has over $100 million stuck in his butt. I showed documents. Let the guy come out and tell Ghanaians that I am lying and that all the documents I showed say it is not true. Say he has given over $100 million to his constituents and that he wants to go to MP. Nobody is talking about it. The media is quiet. What is happening in Ghana? What should we do again? The hypocrisy will sink this nation. That is why some people have the right to say that where the country is heading, we are going straight into civil war, because our EC, that is supposed to be very, very, very objective and very, 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 neutral, is now an MPP EC, is now an Akufo-Addo butt-licking EC. Now, our parliamentarians who are supposed to speak the truth and be honest and tell us, stealing from us, they are leading parliament. So where are we leading, or where are we heading? And you get somebody like Songo to come and spit in the face of journalists sitting there and they say, I agree with you. What do you agree? What do you agree from what that guy is saying? And when people say there will be war, then you get some madmen sitting somewhere else because of tribalistic stupidity. They don't want her to speak the truth to power. Because of tribal stupidity. Songo, go back and watch your own tapes. 2016, you called Charlotte to say all the names. You branded the EC, everything you could brand, because one of you wanted Akufo-Addo to be president. Today, Utiefu, where Rasta? Intienja nanka fune ya sama unko. Dabi. Abuan ya chewo hwa, wana ni slave hwa. Wabo Rasta. O Rasta betu wama 8 years, emfubium. Then you speak like your head no day house. You people the figure say you be better than who? How much are you paid? So when you speak, people shouldn't speak their mind. Now you say Jimmy for Ghana, no one the same manner. People see things. People have lived through regimes. People know what a democracy is. That is why today, President Ajim Jane went to write all these things about America. Young Ghanaians were responding to him and telling him, hey, Papa, when you use your brains. You've not dealt with it. You want to go talk about what's happening in the United States of America? And when we speak like this, you get some ignorant people saying that we don't respect. I don't need your respect. Don't expect anything from me. I always give credit where it's due. If you do the right thing, I'll tell you the right things. But if you think because you have access to some dirty multimedia, dirty small room, they have put some black things with fire, say more fire. 20 hours, more fire, 59 times without any statement. You think we have time for such comedy? You think we have time for such comedy? So I could piece FM, I could be Nitibia Fubi, Wufin be free, a crash better, and a cotton, legal den committees grow if you crocodiska, criminal like that, not to Crasicasa, then what's so the power so? That is the problem we have in Ghana. Or such a man supposed to took double salaries. He should come out and say that Kevin Taylor is lying and all that is flying in the system is fake documents. That means shouldn't be big to baby. That means shouldn't be big to baby. Simple. We are tired of this ignorance. We are tired of this hypocrisy in Ghana. We are tired. Something has to be done. Things have to change. I keep telling Ghanaians, if you want Ghana to get into civil war, a young man, a young woman, then you will sit there for the EC to come and do what they want to do. Yes. You know the reason why the president didn't open the borders? He did not open the borders because he thinks that some of the people at Ketu South, now they have been locked behind the border and he wants to disenfranchise them into Ombie border and cry. Into people, Ghanaians living in Togo who have voter ID, who can come in and register and vote. He's decided not to even open the borders. He will make sure the borders are closed for him to finish his ugly things. Why do you think he didn't open the border? You don't need a rocket scientist to explain this to you. It was because of Togo border. I didn't be a border. He just wants to disenfranchise people from Ketu South and Voltarians. That is Akufo-Addo's core responsibility as a president today. Only BBI. What has Akufo-Addo passed since becoming president? What test has he passed? Everything is a crime. Or they need to pay a suspect. Ultimate meetings, conferences, they need to everybody around him is a suspect. You don't like him. But you're not doing the job. Or that they need to be a suspect apart from his family members and his wife, a beautiful Rebecca. A hypocrite like that. It's a corrupt president, corrupt government. Everything about this government is fake. And every day I tell myself, I made the biggest mistake in my life to campaign for these tricksters. Yes, the biggest mistake every Ghanaian made. And I am honest to say it every day. I will not be a hypocrite to say that my MPP didn't a man for Jimmy and I mean say, oh, your MPP do it, no problem. No. Because their actions at the end of the day can destroy this nation. Today, what happened at Tema Port or whatever? See Alan Cash, see the embarrassment. Unipass, GCNet, Osafo, greedy old man. Greedy old man. You are trying to impose Unipass on Ghanaians. See the embarrassment. See what is happening at the port. Alan Chamantin, Debia, you have made these people turn into a donkey. What politics can do you? They have turned you into a donkey. Osafo goes to do his dirty job, take his money, and they send you such a big, old, reasonable man, and you go and take the debt. And then go and pay politics to be insulted like that, to be humiliated like that. Where the president Abewana? For this Achim Yahoo boys to make you look like a rag in the face of people. We will be this year. You are an Ashanti. You believed in the MPP. You believed in the Kufuor administration. Today, you are basically a boy. See what they did to you at the port. Because of Safmafu's stupidity and the greediness. You have to take your face to go take this. And you want to lead? Mr. Cash, you want to lead with this? If you can speak truth to the people who are criminals today, why should I come and stand in front of you and vote for you? Or vouch for you to be a president? Ghanaians, we have to think. So my issue today is simple. Go on Loud Silence Radio and TV network or go on loudsilenceradio.com. Loudsilenceradio.com. All the documents are there. Sit down. I keep telling you, when you watch my show, anytime you listen to me, I tell you, don't take everything I say. When I bring out documents, take it. Sit down. Analyze the documents. Then make your own decisions. I'm not the kind of journalist who will sit there and say, I'm keeping documents. I don't have to see this. No. I'm doing journalism 101. When I do my digging, when I do my checks, when I finish the job, I give it to you to see the truth. And that if you see that I have lied, then come back and tell me, Kevin, these documents are fake. since I started my journalism job. No journalist in Ghana. That's what the last time I was saying. Apart from Anas, Arim Yao Anas, no journalist can do what I have done in Ghana. Never. I'm not boasting, but the facts are there. The media today, they have ganged up against me, not to even show my documents, not to even talk about my exposés, but I don't care. The people are my target. They are the ones I'm talking to, not these hungry people who call themselves journalists, not these smokers. How you don't go? That man start TV. We didn't for those times we are not for no. Come to come if I can. I am not here because I hate anybody. I am here to tell you the truth. And I come with evidence. If I don't have the evidence, if I don't do my job, I would never speak on anything. Never. That's why I say, apart from Anas, Arim Yao Anas, Ahmed Swali, may he so rest in peace, no journalist. And I expect somebody to come out and say, the job I have done, Kevin Taylor has done none of them. You can't. Usro, go back. To me, 1 second, cry. Because we have decided to work for Ghana, not to work for somebody to pay us. Those who cannot tackle what I do are the people who come out to say, you are being paid by John Mahama, you are being paid by this, because they can't tackle the message. If you have something to tackle, when I bring documents out, bring a counter document and discredit me, that is when I'll respect you. That is when the people will see you are the greatest person. But as we speak now, nobody, no bagawaya, nobody, because we work diligently, we sacrifice, and we have decided to help Ghana, not individuals. So I'll say, Chairman Sabunsu, go back to where you started ranting and go and tell them that whatever I'm showing or I've showed or it's in circulation is fake and Kevin Taylor is lying. I'll show you something small. We're done with this comedy of every day there's a song called Fosso, there's a song called Fosso, and there's a song called Fosso. Now, I think. But people, the ordinary Ghanaian is dying. The woman who cannot afford a square meal for her kids, and her husband, they are all dying. They are suffering. Today, our numbers are going up in COVID-19. The president looks into the face of Ghanaians and say the EC is exempted from everything and they can go ahead and still do registration in the middle of a pandemic. This man, how long is he left on earth to die? Ekufuado. But he's going to kill people. He's going to die. Make sure people die before he dies. Lots and lots of people will die. He doesn't care. Never. All that he thinks about every day when he wakes up is power. That's why I am here letting you understand that it shouldn't be about individuals. It shouldn't be about somebody who promises father something. It should be about Ghana. Because at the end of the day, that is what we have. That is what we have. We don't have anything else again. And let me tell you, war is inevitable come 2020. That is if we allow the EC to go ahead with this register. Because you know what is going to happen? There's going to be too much anger in the system, too much hatred in the system, too much confusion is going to escalate. This is the time we have to stand up as a youth in our communities, in our constituencies, and tell Jane Mensah that we don't want our kids, our mothers, our uncles and grandmothers and our wives to get infected with this virus, and that they should take back their equipment. Our lives matter more than these elections. We have lived our life without elections. If you want to save Ghana now, but if you know and if you want, just ignore, let them do whatever they are doing. We are heading straight to civil war. And let me tell you, it is not easy. War is not a joke. I keep saying on my show that our women will be raped on our own land. Our kids will be chopped into pieces. We, the men, will be made slaves. We will eat grass. Vultures, they will eat our meat. Our grandmothers, our grandfathers will be burnt alive because we failed today to speak truth and to stop the carnage ahead of us. Fellow Ghanaians, I am not here to scare you. I'm just here to tell you the truth because I am just a messenger. I am just a messenger. You're still listening to Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. My name is Kevin Ekobedu Taylor. You can call on +1 202 751 8769. 202-751-8769. When you call, make it brief. It's a WhatsApp line. +1 202 751-8769. Please, when you call, make it short so that other people can also come through with your submission. Yes, when there's time, I'll take a few minutes to read a couple of messages, and then from there we can, let me see. Yes, I dropped the call right now. Okay, so the number to call is +1 751-8769. +1 751-8769. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kelvin. Good evening.
Good evening, so go ahead.
Yes, my name is Ramsey, and I'm calling from Dansuman in Accra, Ghana. This is a great piece. I like it. But there's one thing I like you to preach is making the laws of the Electoral Commission open for everybody or the general public to understand that what the EC is doing is not independent, or what they are doing, they are not doing what is like autonomous, something that the general public shouldn't know anything about. Our journalists are being paid to come on air to speak and put fear in people, or to make it look like what the EC is doing is right. You are the only journalist amongst you who are making things right, putting facts, making everything clear for us. Those that we are not educated, I must say, we are not educated to know the basic things that the EC must do and must not do. So I think this is a very great initiative. And
thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And then.
Oh, sorry, I dropped your call. I'm sorry, but hey, I got your message. Thank you very much. Hello, Auntie Monica, go ahead.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Ghana first.
Very important.
Akufo-Addo, on the road to America for one thing. The master and Nigerians so I want to what the one road to Ghana term. We have a good president. We have a good MP as Kennedy Japan. But Ghana to respond against them Adana and some Nigeria from one canoe. Because so when your agenda was Ghana, what is the type of the girls walk it's a one support to them. Someone will feel that so far the papa. What happened to Nigeria and it's in the dancing.
I mean, sure. All right. That was Auntie Monica. Hello, caller.
Mr. Kevin, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Mr. Tekene Kasa, Namika Chipa. Micho Bibia Wuti. Also, these people, no, I'm telling you, and my confirm say these people are the most dumb leaders to have ever ruled Ghana.
Yeah.
You know why? They said the Article 71 according to the article, no, HSA emoluments in any payments should be determined by the president on the recommendation of the committee and the parliament.
Yeah.
According to Atano's so lecture, no, Wama says our trainer say Adiana obeto ye no benefit no amogin and to aso nkoso na amonji. Na wasatro letter say anka auditor general any accountant general wo monhwe na monchi o musikadi ba wo letter no koye no. And onyanti yes say they already been paid. That is the brofono.
Yeah.
And then yes I
will let him. I've published it.
Yes, according to letter, I've read it more than 5 times. All the letters you post. According to our notes, before we never tried to question for music and mono. When we call your clan, we want the card of music dada. So you do a muka. If you are a country majority leader, minister for parliamentary affairs, anyone who wants to come, including the president, because he is behind whatever is happening. Kufuor can do it will come back to Kufuor.
Yeah.
One said in the parliament. Now what you tell me Sika will Moka. Any emoluments, you know. Don't show Moka. Now no sure more. Omudia. Omuka Carlos and Nanaso. Somebody so. No one every come and say Moka is saying. I will keep. Omani no kwaya mo. Don't know Carlos so don't find ya can so. Now Ghana you are Muko. Me do this here.
All right, that was Mr. Article. Hello, caller. Headline is jammed. Yeah, I know. Everybody's trying to get through. Let me see if I can read some few messages on YouTube and also on Facebook. Antoinette Kuleku says the old man is confused. Power is the only thing he thinks about. Less than 100 cases, you brought lockdown and not no gathering more than 25 people. Now cases are over 5,000. Lockdown with not more than 100 people. What at all are you aiming at? That is coming from Antoinette Kuleki. I hope I call your name right. Sorry, I'm distracted a little bit. Hello, caller, go ahead.
Hello, Kevin.
Yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Mayuko.
Yeah,
I'm free.
okay.
Expose and why are the past where you be? Then I be so to NDC for by no be they say you say both NDC and MPP now. Just double side.
Yeah.
You make sure say you gonna for sika. MPP NDC. It is making sure say you just
Simple.
Send you pay that to be a decent.
It's not publishing documents.
Why are the
checking names? Thank you, sir.
Now, be a while with the cast. You are the council to see it. Now, the one who Ghana for Ghana.
Thank you, sir. All right. Thank you very much. Hello. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Hi. Yeah, this is African.
African, go ahead.
Yes. I want to speak small about the Countryman Songo issue.
Go ahead.
That guy is a very, very big hypocrite. Yeah, I don't understand why Omanhini and then Obi allowed him to come to the studio to do that nasty thing. That guy is a hypocrite. In 2016, we heard what he said. We had it. We had that video still in existence. What is he talking about? If Mahama is contesting, if he hates Mahama, fine, he can go ahead and hate him as an individual, but he can't come on national TV to come and spill those nonsense. Now we are going to compare the legacy. We have something to compare. We have Mahama's record to compare. We have Akufo-Addo. They have all gotten 4 years. We can compare the two and know which of them to choose from. What is he talking about? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful night. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hello, caller. Hello.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Good evening. Bacho FM Ben Kasa Free.
Bacho Kasa.
Yeah. Me person me chairman. Countryman Zongo no akwalo no bodamu. Or you be our bodam to fan Kevin Taylor and fan ma you will show so why or you will be our bodam total. And yema say no bonye kosa kwa we read him no say e ko bi mu obi betumi apa say to. And a chairman sans why no king kon or tit swami. There's one person bia ne be pre. Akunya and or yen who saw a humble for a corruption dear. Tell when him and I will be parliament or come bofu akesi. To a nice or to about one car. I could fall very confused. Telling the team with team wages, team mafia boy or no mubu my idea, Uncle Yama and Pipi. Uncle Yama and Pipi very for Abang. Yamisha and wait my power.
Thank you, sir. All right. Hello. Hello? Yes, sir. Go ahead. Yes, madam. Go ahead. Yeah.
Good evening, Kelvin.
Yeah.
Oh, Nancy, Anna, me say my banana, that means any, but another, I'm Mr. Debbie Minna. Oh, Nanado misplaced priorities in Kwao. Chesen Krofona, Omuku, Ghana. They are less of human beings. It is the last time I told you, sir, he's just an ass kisser, and that is exactly what he has displayed today. I am AU chairman, Abek Kasa on behalf of Africa already. So me who dear all party or standing on Twitter Countryman Songo dear. Countryman Songo dear, Mr. Don't waste your time on that man. He's retarded. You can see who the new crowd who say is out of himself. Nipano body no free nimu you woho intino and chairman Sabunson and Crawford there. Eja unim say kronon kwana eyo business or more. So good job done.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Keep it up.
All right. That was her opinion. Hello, caller. Hello. Yeah, hello.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Hope you're good.
Oh, good. I just want you to know, your show is a favorite show for President Kufuor.
Hey.
He watches it every single time. They all love it.
Oh, great.
They love it. How you giving it to this Akufo-Addo? They really love it. And just so you know, this guy, Pius, his name is pronounced Hajide.
I always get it wrong. Okay, Hajide.
He thinks because of the way you've been pronouncing it, he thinks he's not the one. But his full name is Pius Enam Hajide.
I'll do that.
Yes.
Today I heard he was making some irresponsible statements that it was actually linked to Gabby's tribalistic statement. I think tomorrow I'll take care of that. I heard something like that.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So break it down. Let him hear you pronounce the name very well.
Okay.
It's Hajide.
Okay. Then I'll add the deputy information minister to it, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, thank you.
So he can get it well. You're welcome.
All right. Thank you very much, caller. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Mr. Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Go ahead.
I'm born you about Yanko Papa Yamin Papa no bagawaya.
No bagawaya.
Any ball of you which me I be Biara. When you may near 240 something, I mean, country Mazungu. Me me say Madame to be so more and Casebo Chinubin Concord generally soon comes out by them. And Kabaka train out to the Sebe or winning Yamana, Sebi and Fansano. Jimmy Nayano, a Jimmy Panayano, answer or Nume Drubia and I said, one number you we check out. On Sunday, Jimmy, a radio station on Casa Sebu. No shade ever tone. The better when you says Sebe.
We still there? Hello? Okay, I lost him. All right. Hello? Go ahead, sir.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I contribute about Kevin, about country Mazungu.
About your casa.
What's wrong yesterday is wrong today.
Yeah.
What is wrong yesterday is wrong today. You see, God does not sleep, so they are exposing themselves always. Every time, every day, they are exposing themselves. So we are with them. But the only thing I want to add, by the youth, they have to wake up. This is the time to prove themselves. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night.
Care.
All right. Hello. I have 3 minutes to end the show. Yeah, let me pick one or two calls and then. Hello, caller.
Hey, hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, I'm Ralph. Regards to Kevin Taylor, your comments making on the Civil War. I'm a real, eyewitness. This Civil War happened in Liberia. And I can guarantee Ghanaians, if they don't pay attention to this, what you're saying, they will really regret life. Look, all this in concerning politics, Ghanaians will regret. If they allow this to happen, they will regret. To be honest, I want everyone to share this here. What we are saying is reality. Ghanaians should take note. There's a call coming. A roll call coming, you're telling them they don't understand. But I'm saying I was an eyewitness of this Liberia Civil 40-year war. You have to tell them.
Hello? Oh, his line is so bad. I really wanted to hear. If you can hear us back, just try and call back and let's. He was talking about the Liberian.
Abdul
Wahab. You might be my last caller today. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've already called and the line hung up. I don't know why. It's a network problem.
Yeah, it's a network problem. All right.
Me pa you lead the Ghana hanu my friend your president no. In shishe you di aba be good ni mu as take them for ye 100 ye kokko ya sorry. Na kokko ye say no. Sisi ankremosum ye tie mu pe ye nyina ye bum ye sala. Sisi o kan say ni for 100 nkokko ye. When na be gina ono mo e churo amanfo din say o mu nkokko ye sala wie. Anso nka na akwa ye sala. Put your penalty with Yama electoral commission any ECOWAS card and national and Ghana card ECOWAS card no Upama mi training for me national the also Musoya I say Ghana card ECOWAS on mobile Paba Ghana for you register that the nana yepe.
I'm sure.
Because it's easy for me organize on my limit ni pa do on be ni pe bia ti mi pronom ba sala ni church de yen ko 100 obi ngina on market di on to edi.
Boss, let me show. All right. Let's see. Last call and that's it. Yes. Hello, caller.
Hello, Calvin.
Yeah, you're the
this
last
is Ghana man calling from the US.
All right, sir.
Oh, thank you for this opportunity. You know what? Ghana is just becoming funny. Everything that is going in Ghana right now today, I just sit down thinking as a friend, like, are we making progress or regress? Are we really choosing our priorities right? Like, do we really love our country, Ghana? You know, why do I say that? Countryman Songo, I just don't even want to comment about him, but I still have to say something. Like, he has been portraying himself as if he's a crusader, someone who wants to fight corruption, you know, thinking about attacking Yantechi and co. I'm glad you were able to play two of his messages, the one he made years ago and the one he's making today. If he is indeed patriotic and a rational human being, he should go home tonight, reflect on the message he said a few years ago, reflect on what he is saying, and judge by himself. Does he really love Ghana, or he's just making comments because he's being fed like a chicken? Honestly speaking, I'm just trying to throw a caution to you, myself, and all those who want to fight for Ghana. I think there's a group of people we don't even need to waste our time on.
All right.
And some of them come on your page, and what they do is, when you try to make a comment, they try to just kind of insult you, try to demean you, and say maybe you don't know how to write English. It doesn't matter whether you write English.
I keep telling people.
The content. Yeah. The content is what matters. So I think we should just not stop engaging them, because when you give them their attention, engage them in power struggle, they feel important.
All right.
I'm talking about fed like chicken. And they can continue to do that. If they really love Ghana and what they are doing in their conscience, they think they are doing the right thing, they should keep on. And we those who think that it is the wrong, let's keep fighting for the right thing to happen in Ghana. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Have a wonderful night. All right, that's it. I'm not picking any more calls again. Calls done. Okay. So let me read a few messages on Facebook, on YouTube, then we can wrap up for the night. Okay, on YouTube, let's see on YouTube. Oh, somebody say Kevin block Nana Jau. Producer, they say we should block on Nana Jau. Okay, producer is taking care of that. Richard is back again. Who is here? Nana Jau put all like what program? This foolish Kevin program. Okay, you see, we don't have to block them. You see, sometimes let them endure the pain and let them die young. You see, the more they watch, the more they endure the pain. Along the way, they might change their mind. So blocking them will not solve their problem. You see, all right. Producer, but if you have the space to do that, you can take Nana Jau out if that's what the family wants. Okay, we're still on YouTube. Richard Kofiago is talking to some people. They did notice is the sad thing is these leaders are not empathetic. Hey, brofo, these leaders are not empathetic towards our poor, needy, handicapped, and unemployed leadership. It's supposed to help alleviate the pain of our marginalized. It's so sad. What am I today? I beg me, teacher, Mr. Philibert. On team guao into Brofok is Mr. Philibert and Cheme. But I think we get a point. Thank you very much today. Who is here again on YouTube? Today, Ellen is here. So there's a lot of fighting going on YouTube. La Philip says, hello family, everybody tell the family in the home to keep this NPP out, to kick this NPP out of power. Okay, that's your opinion. That's good. Emmanuel Kovi said, hi Kevin, watching you live from Abuasi. I missed the show some time back. I'm still focused, bro. God bless you for your good work. Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Omar Farouk too is watching us. Okay, let's do something on Facebook. Facebook comments happening here. Okay, on Facebook, Eric Asiedu says, Songo, please, some of us, we like you, but there is no problem for you hating our presidential candidate. If you like, let's compare the two of them and let's see one who is the best for the job. Eric Asiedu's opinion. He's replying to Songo. George Edu says, shame on you. You are proposing that our women will be raped, men enslaved, and kids killed. All because EC carries out a constitutionally mandated duty. Whose mother, sister will you go for? Why should a political party even contemplate such wickedness? This comes from George Edu. You have your opinion and you're entitled to it. Josephine Bafu says, Mahama did not get 4 years. He spent almost a year at court, so no 4 years, thanks you, Ekufuado. That is his opinion. Still on Facebook, Evelyn King says they should know we are striving, not lower. We comparing ourselves to countries which aim for better governance. Okay, Alabosco says, Ekufuado, don't be so wicked and clueless like that. If it's true that you want new voter register to win, then open the borders for all Ghanaians outside Ghana to come and register on useless Ekufuado. That is his opinion. John Akpaga says, Kevin, you are God sent to lead the crusade against corruption in Ghana. We, the youth, will stand against this corrupt government. Okay. A few messages coming in. Too many messages. Okay. Don says, Kevin, if the government is specially opening our airports for the Ghanaians stranded abroad to come in, what about Ghanaians in the sub-region, Togo and Nigeria? That is a very good question. Sadat says, evening Kevin, watching live from Siberia. I've been following you since 2017. Keep up the good job. Siberia, how you guys doing in Siberia? Wonderful piece of message. Kenji says, as for that Osei Chairman Sabonsu, he is a serial caller for NPP. I don't know why old people in Ghana do not want to speak the truth. They always lie. Okay, that is his opinion. Antoinette Kuleku says, the old man is confused. I think I've taken this already. Ike Jeff says, we are waiting for them. Demo time is coming up for 3 months from next week, coming every month. Okay. Thomas Finn says, I believe the government of the Republic of Ghana should protect and support our own local Ghanaians, investors, the entrepreneurs, particularly in the urban areas like Mori. The false perception that we always thinking about the foreign investors to build our country for us is wrong, because respectively, I believe nobody is going to build your father's house for you. You have to build it yourself. Thank you, and may God bless you. Thank you very much, Thomas. Abdul says, and the truth has come, and falsehood has perished. Indeed, falsehood is bound to perish. We are all really proud of you and your message. Thank you very much, Abdul. Alabosco is back again. Mohammed Mashawood is replying. So that's it for the night. We already made over 10 minutes. So I would like to say, you know what? This is Monday. We have a long way to go to this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So, hey, thank you very much for being part of this show. Tomorrow, the same time, 4 p.m. U.S. time, 8 p.m. Ghana time, we will be here to discuss Ghana. Tomorrow, we'll be talking about what's making the news, and also I'll be sharing some few things with you tomorrow. So, hey, if you're part of this show, always share the show on Facebook. Always share the show on Facebook. Let other people get to know about the show. Talk to people. Let them know. If you're watching us on YouTube, tell a friend that the new page we are using for now, because Loud Silence Radio and TV will be coming back very soon. The new page we are using now on YouTube is With Audio Respect. With Audio Respect. You see my picture there, and then you can subscribe. Anytime we live, you're going to get notifications. Also, on Twitter, you can follow us, Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. On Periscope, it's Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. And 2 Facebook pages, With Audio Respect, and also Loud Silence Radio and TV Network. Fellow Ghanaians, I keep telling you, you are family. I respect you a lot. I respect your time. And I always say, myself and my team, the Ghost team, we really appreciate your time. Spending 2 hours with us is not easy. You could have done that you could use your time to do some other things, but you decided to stay with us. I respect your time. I respect your views. And remember that we have a country to build. Remember that we need to take the nation from the hands of criminals. Take the nation from the hands of men who only want something for themselves. I feel like there's so many things going on in my head. I don't want to say much tonight. All I want to say is have a wonderful night, enjoy your night, and stay blessed.
Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party.